You're not as smart as you think you are you? Me neither. But now I'm going to show you how to become smarter than 90% of the people around you. This isn't an inspiring motivational speech. It's a wake-up call. Because right now, your brain is probably working against you. You're not lazy, you're just stuck in a mental trap. A trap that most people live their entire lives in without even noticing. It's called cognitive bias. And if you don't learn to recognize it, it will control everything you do. What you buy, who you trust, how you judge people, and how you make decisions. Here's the harsh truth. Most people don't make decisions. They just react. They operate on mental autopilot, confident that they are acting logically, when in fact, they are falling into one of more than 188 known thinking traps that the brain creates. Have you ever argued with someone and they just didn't listen? Yes. This is probably a cognitive distortion. But you know what's worse? You do the same. Me too. Because our brain is wired for survival, not for the search for truth. And if you don't learn to question your own thinking, you will never rise above average. Here's an example. You hear about a plane crash on the news. Suddenly flying seems dangerous? This is the availability heuristic. Your brain considers something likely just because it's memorable. But statistically, you're much more likely to die by slipping. Do you panic every time you take a shower? I don't think so. That's how cognitive biases work. They seem true, but they're not. What can you do about it? Let's talk about some tools. One habit, just one, can give you an advantage over most people. It's called second-order thinking. Here's how it works. Most people stop at the first consequence. I'll skip the gym today, I'm tired. Sounds harmless, right? Second-order thinking says, okay, I skipped today. That makes it easier to skip tomorrow. And then, 2 weeks later, I haven't worked out, I feel like a failure, I've lost motivation and self-respect. You're not just asking what will happen now, you're asking what happens next, and after that? You're running the scenario forward. That's how real thinkers operate. They don't just react, they analyze, plan, and predict. And this isn't about being cold or robotic. It's about clear thinking when everyone else is panicking. It's about being 5 steps ahead while everyone else is stuck on the first one. Let's go deeper. Your brain hates work. Thinking takes a lot of energy, so it cuts corners. That's why you spend hours scrolling on your phone instead of solving the problem. That's why you follow your intuition instead of checking the data. But here's the good news. Just like muscles, your brain gets stronger when you challenge it. Start small. Before making a decision, pause and ask yourself, what's the opposite perspective of what I currently believe? Try to argue against your own opinion. It feels strange, doesn't it? That's the point. You're training your brain to think, not just to feel. That's the essence. Most people live in their own mental echo chamber. They scroll, consume, react, but rarely stop to challenge themselves, to ask, wait, what if I'm wrong? Is this emotion helping me or deceiving me? Am I thinking or just following a script? Just do this one thing. Learn to pause and think deeper, and you'll start to notice things that others don't see. It's not magic, it's not talent, it's simply mental discipline. And this discipline is rare. That's why those who master it usually outsmart, rethink, and outperform 90% of the people around them. If you're still here, ask yourself, will I watch another video after this, or will I actually do something with this knowledge? Your move. Subscribe to our Telegram channel to find more inspiring content about psychology, critical thinking, and personal growth.